Hello, welcome to Tim's TV's blog. Quick overview. The Federal Reserve has just announced QE3. For those of you that don't know what QE means, they call it quantitative easing. What it really means is inflation. The Federal Reserve is printing money. That's the reason gas is approaching $4, or where you live it could already be $4. Obama's added $6 trillion in national debt. Of that, $4 trillion is printed money. That's $4 trillion worth of inflation you'll eventually see. Well, you're already seeing in the price of gas, the price of food. They're doing a very good job of hiding it. This is how they've hidden the other ones. The Federal Reserve has gone to the major banks, J.P. Morgan, Bank of America, all the banks everyone's mad at. Wall Street, all the big Wall Street brokerage firms, everyone you think that Obama, who's sounds socialist but actually acts as a crony capitalist, is mad at, they borrow them money. The Federal Reserve borrows them money at 0.025% or 0.25%, less than half a percent. They borrow it to the banks for about 1.5. They give the banks the ability to borrow money. They borrow federal bonds, which is the federal government's debt, and now the bankers get to make a spread on $4 trillion. Just think of 1% of $4 trillion for the next 30 years. That's about what Wall Street's making off Obama. We're the ones paying the interest, and it hides the actual cost of borrowing. It's hiding the fact that we're printing money temporarily, and it's hiding the national debt temporarily, because to be honest with you, the actual cost of the 16th or 17th trillion dollars in our national debt should be somewhere around 10, 12, 13%, not 1.5, 2%. That's what we're getting back on our national debt. The reason why is because we're really printing the money. That's why gas prices are at $4. They're heading to $5. They're going to, because oil is traded in U.S. dollars. The more dollars that are out there, the more oil costs. The less dollars that are out there, the less oil would cost. So the fact that we've printed $4 trillion or created $4 trillion in U.S. dollars in the first 3.5 years of Barack Obama means that gas and everything else has got to go up. And if we re-elect him, he'll add probably another $4 trillion in to the dollar value or dollar currency out there, at which point you're looking at massive inflation. But my prediction is right after the election, you're going to see this inflation really hit. It's called hyperinflation. It's going to get real ugly. I know it's coming. My only hope is that we begin to realize and feel some of the sting before the election, so we make the right decision. But the whole point of the Federal Reserve for the last 4 years is to print money and hide the pain of the Obama administration into the second term or after the election, and then things are going to get really bad. If you look at the health care bill, all the pain, all the taxes, most of the punitive regulations happened in 2013, 14, and 15 after the election, after Obama is no longer accountable. Same thing with this inflation. It's going to hit hard. $5, $6 gallon gas is right around the corner. You can't print $4 trillion without having a problem. Understand something. When governments print money, it's great for the politicians temporarily. It's bad for the people long term. That's why they don't always print money. There's African countries where what was a dollar is now, they just moved the decimal point over a couple of spots, so a dollar is now worth $100, and $100 is now worth $1,000. That's where we would be at the end of the second Obama term. So, $4 a gallon gas, you're heading to $5. Guess who you have to blame? Start with Barack Obama and Ben Bernanke. They're printing money to cover this debt. Nobody's really buying our debt. We're printing it, borrowing it to the banks. The banks that you think Obama is punishing, they're making a 1% spread on $4 trillion. And theoretically, Obama's like putting them in check and putting them in their place. I doubt it. I'd love to make 1% on $4 trillion. That's what Wall Street's doing under Barack Obama. And that's why you're paying $4, $5 a gallon for gas.